Well, things look a little different and they sound a little different tonight, and there is a reason. We had snow in Nashville. And you know something? Southerners don't handle snow very well. So we have no audience because the parking lot here is a solid sheet of ice. We could have done ice skating, but we couldn't find anybody in this entire system who knew how to do that. So anyway, we don't have a studio audience and we're disappointed by cause of that, but we're going to have a great show. I promise it's not one you will want to miss. Now, in addition to the fact that our show is a little different, life at my house is a lot different as a result of the newest new members of the Huckabee family. I want to introduce you to Gumbo and Bandit, two new puppies that my wife and I got just this past week. And these dogs are changing our lives. Let me explain. When people our age get little bitty puppies, it's kind of like Abraham and Sarah having twins. And that's what we're dealing with right now, but we are having the time of our lives with these new pups. Well, Happy New Year and welcome to our second show of 2022. Much different than we had anticipated. But I got to tell you, we got an amazing lineup tonight, and there's not one segment that you dare to miss. Frankly, we try really hard to make every show the best we've ever done. We do fresh content shows every single week, 52 weeks a year, even if we have to pre-tape some during holidays to make sure that we bring our bread out of the oven piping hot, fresh with flavor. Because we work hard to be your favorite show and to give you many reasons to watch us live or DVR if you can't watch live. Now, let's change the subject a little bit because the National College Football Championship is coming up this Monday, and it's going to feature an all-SEC matchup between Georgia and Alabama. It's simply another reminder that in the South, football is not a sporting event. It's a religious experience. Georgia got the big game by defeating Michigan 34-11 in the Orange Bowl in Miami. And I mean, Georgia pretty much recreated the old soft drink Orange Crush by dominating Michigan throughout the game. The only time Georgia lost the entire year was to Alabama on December the 4th. And now these two SEC powerhouses are going to meet for the national championship. All right, let me be honest. I'd rather talk about the Arkansas Razorbacks, who under beloved new coach Sam Pittman took the Hogs to a better-than-expected 9-4 winning season, capped off by a dominating 24-10 victory over Penn State. But back to the Crimson Tide of Alabama. I read this week what may be the dumbest sports column I've ever seen, written by some guy named Mike Huckabee, a writer at the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. He bemoans the fact that Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide of Alabama have dominated college football for a decade. It's true, Saban is going for his 8th national championship. He's already got 6 at Alabama, and he had 1 from his days at LSU. Love him or hate him, the guy knows how to recruit the top talent in the nation, and he knows how to coach them to either winning or getting close to winning the National College Championship. Now, this sports writer, Mike Huckabee, while acknowledging that the purpose of sports is to actually win, proceeds in his column to whine like a 6-year-old girl who didn't get invited to a birthday party because Alabama has become the Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Serena Williams, Simone Biles, and Tom Brady all rolled into one college football team. Kind of sounds like the writer has forgotten that sports is a contest, and there's a winner, and there's a loser. In real sports, just like in the rest of the real world, everyone does not get a trophy. Hey, there are times in my life when I would love to have gotten a trophy just for showing up. But that's not how life works, because great rewards go to those who take great risk. And some people are just really good at what they do. We shouldn't take from the success of the champion. He or she becomes the standard of excellence, and we should encourage all to strive for such a level of achievement. Of Quite frankly, we need people, whether it's in politics, business, science, math, engineering, the arts, and in sports, who create a new standard of performance and perfection. Now, I'd love it if next season Arkansas beats Alabama and everyone else. But I don't want it to be because Alabama was told, just don't play so well next year and let the other teams win. Because see, I hope Alabama plays at the top of their game. But I also hope that there are teams who want it more and work even harder to get it. Because that is how greatness is achieved. And it's true for someone who wants to be a president, CEO of a company, a doctor, a mechanic, a welder, a teacher, or an athlete. Don't whine because Alabama is so good. Work to be better than they are and make people say, boy, those guys are even better than Nick Saban and Alabama. It's going to be lonely at the top, but the view from there sure beats being in the pile at the bottom. I've seen a few things from the top, and I've seen a lot of things from the bottom of the pile. And being at the bottom of the pile shouldn't make us want to bring everyone at the top down to the pile, but it ought to make us want to work even harder to get out of the pile and up to the top. So quit whining, start working, and you might start winning. But whining never results in winning. And no one, and I mean no one, wants to hang out with a whiner.